Hello and welcome dear student. This is Dr. Praveen Kavle, Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry, Shri Avaldi College of Science, Akola. Welcome you all in this online teaching session of chemistry in which I am going to talk about the introduction of chemistry syllabus for a semester 6. Dear student, as you all know that we have been passing through a very bad phase of COVID-19 pandemic situation is still around us, and pathos of the situation is heightened by the fact that we it has been said by the scientists and the officials of the WHO that means we all have to face the third wave of coronavirus, corona pandemic situation. I must urge you all, my dear students, that stay at home only. Don't go out unless you have a very important work. Keep awareing your family members and your neighbors too. This is the time that you stay forward to aware the people and ensure the safety of your family members and yourselves. I hope that you are all safe and fine. Now let me begin discussing the syllabus of chemistry for semester 6. As you all know that the semester 6 chemistry syllabus, again we are having 6 unit, and unit 1 and unit 2 belongs to inorganic chemistry, unit 3 and unit 4 belongs to organic chemistry, and unit 5 and 6 belongs to physical chemistry branches. So now let me go ahead with the unit 1 that we have here. It is total 84 lectures allotted to us, and your theory paper, as you all know, it is of 80 marks. And now let me begin with discussing the unit 1, and it is comprises with the two part A, kinetic aspect of metal complexes, part B, analytical chemistry, in which the thermodynamic and kinetic stability of complexes we have to study in this unit, in which you can have a brief idea about the substitution reaction, SN1 dissociative and SN2 associative mechanism as well, and then you can have factor affecting the reliability of complexes on the basis of valence bond theory, and the substitution reaction in square planar complexes along with the mechanism, isn't it? So in part B, that is analytical chemistry, we have to study some separation technique like spectrophotometry, colorimetry, concept of Lambert-Beer's law, validity of Lambert-Beer's law, and then limitation of Lambert-Beer's law, then the difference between the colorimetry and spectrophotometry techniques, determination of concentration of metal ions like copper dipositive ion by using colorimetry, that we have already studied in BSc part 2 semester 4. Paper chromatography, these are the separation technique in which we have to study the principle of chromatography and the techniques of paper chromatography. Ascending, there are types of some chromatography like ascending, descending and circular chromatography. What is the retardation factor which helps to which helps to separate the metal ion or metal component by using plotting chromatogram on paper. So the factor affecting RF value. Now unit 2 is again comprises with the 3 parts: organometallic chemistry, inorganic polymers, bioinorganic chemistry. The definition and nomenclature of organometallic compounds. In this unit we'll have to discuss some metal carbonyls and the structure and bonding in metal carbonyls, like the nickel carbonyls, iron carbonyls, chromium carbonyls we'll have to study, and structure and bonding of their carbonyl compounds. Then inorganic polymers, mainly the silicones, its preparation, properties, structure and bonding, and the most important, its application. that we'll have to discuss in this unit. Silicones. And then phospho-nitrile halides polymer with their preparation, properties, structure and bonding. So you can have some silicones as a inorganic polymer, and then phospho-nitrile halides as an inorganic polymer. With their preparation, structure and bonding we'll have to study. Then bioinorganic chemistry. You can see here in this unit we have to study the biological role of some alkali metal or alkaline earth metal like sodium ion, potassium ion, calcium dipositive ion, magnesium dipositive ions. So biological role means the medicinal application, you can say. The metalloporphyrins, hemoglobins and myoglobins and their role in the oxygen transport. So this is what the bioinorganic chemistry is. Such a simple chemistry, basic level chemistry that we have in our syllabus to study. So this is about unit 1 and 2, which are belongs to inorganic chemistry. Now let you look at the unit 3 that I am dealing with the organic chemistry syllabus. So unit 3 and 4 that I am going to teach you. So let you look at unit 3 again, comprises with the two parts. Part A, electronic spectroscopy, part B, infrared spectroscopy, and these are the physical method of investigation in which we analyze the molecule by using certain instrument. So this is actually, it is a branch of chemistry which deals with the analysis of the compound by using the instrument. By using the instrument, we need not to perform some chemical reaction for the analysis of compound, and this is the advantage of this spectroscopy branch, isn't it? So we'll have to study electronic spectroscopy. इसमें देखिए स्टूडेंट, हम लोगों को सीखना है इंट्रोडक्शन, थियरी, इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन ऑफ स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी, देन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक ट्रांजिशंस, कौन कौन से टाइप्स ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक ट्रांजिशंस होते हैं मॉलिक्यूल में, और उसके बाद में वील हैव टू स्टडी सम इम्पॉर्टेंट टर्म्स लाइक क्रोमोफोर, ऑक्सोक्रोम, इजंट इट? क्रोमोफोर क्या होता है, ऑक्सोक्रोम क्या होता है, एंड देन द इफेक्ट ऑन द एब्सॉर्प्शन वेवलेंथ. देयर आर सम टाइप्स ऑफ शिफ्ट दैट विल हैव टू स्टडी. Bathochromic shift, hypsochromic shift, hyperchromic shift, or effect you can say, or hypochromic effect. And then the application of this UV visible or electronic spectroscopy in the determination of diene and alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde and ketones and aromatic compounds. सो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी में हमें सिंपली, इट इज़ स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपिक ब्रांच है, तो हमको स्ट्रक्चरल इल्यूसिडेशन में इसका हेल्प होगा. सो विल हैव टू डिटरमाइन द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ डाइन्स, अल्फा बीटा अनसैचुरेटेड अल्डिहाइड एंड कीटोन्स and aromatic compound by using Woodward-Fizeau rule. It is an empirical rule which is used for calculation of absorption wavelength of dienes, aldehyde, ketones and some aromatic compounds. So simply we have to identify the compound like diene, alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde and ketone, and aromatic compound by using this electronic spectroscopy. Okay? Now infrared spectroscopy, again it is a spectroscopy, and all these spectroscopies are based on the same basic fundamental principle of absorption. Absorption is the principle. अब इसमें हमको स्टडी करना है कि मॉलिक्यूलर वाइब्रेशंस इन द मॉलिक्यूल हमें स्टडी करना है. टाइप्स ऑफ मॉलिक्यूलर वाइब्रेशन लाइक स्ट्रेचिंग एंड बेंडिंग. उसके बाद में कैलकुलेशन ऑफ वाइब्रेशनल मोड्स, फोर्स कांस्टेंट हमें सीखना है. उसके बाद में हमें IR स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी का इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन देखना है, isn't it? And then the some important term like hydrogen stretching, triple bond, double bond and fingerprint region, isn't it? Interpretation of IR like on the basis of hydrogen stretching, triple bond stretching, double bond stretching, and it is fingerprint region. It is one of the most important region which helps to determine the structurally closed molecule. Now then IR spectra of water molecule, carbon dioxide, ethanol, acetaldehyde, acetic acid and then acetamide. अब यूनिट 4 में अगेन वी हैव टू स्टडी NMR स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी. NMR स्पेक्ट्रोस्कोपी में हमें क्या देखना है, इंट्रोडक्शन देखना है, उसका प्रिंसिपल देखना है, and that means the origin of NMR spectroscopy, and then instrumentation, aspect of NMR in terms of what the number of signals, equivalent and non-equivalent protons, the position of signals, that is nothing but the chemical shift, and then intensity of signal, splitting of signal, coupling constant, and its application. Again, the NMR spectroscopy is also applicable to know the number of hydrogens present in the compound or the molecule. So it is one of the very important spectroscopic technique, and it is widely used in all over the world for structural elucidation, because it gives a very useful information. You know, mass spectroscopy. In this, it is also called as mass spectrometry, because there is no absorption of electromagnetic radiation, and instead of that, the molecule get fragmented into ions, and so that's why it is widely studied in structural elucidation for getting the proper information about the molecule. और इस यूनिट में हमको क्या सीखना है? इंट्रोडक्शन, थियरी, इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन. यू कैन सी हियर आयन सोर्सेस. मैंने जैसे कहा कि मॉलिक्यूल को नंबर ऑफ आयंस में ब्रेक करते हैं और उसका मॉलिक्यूलर मास डिटरमाइन करते हैं. देयर बाय वी विल गेट सम यूजफुल इंफॉर्मेशन. मास स्पेक्ट्रा ऑफ नियोपेंटेन विल हैव टू स्टडी. मेथनॉल, जिसमें हमको मॉलिक्यूलर आयन पिक देखना है. बेस पिक क्या होता है ये सीखना है. मेटास्टेबल पिक क्या होता है ये देखना है. एंड द रूल्स ऑफ फ्रैगमेंटेशन एंड देयर एप्लीकेशन. सो मॉलिक्यूल का फ्रैगमेंटेशन कैसे होता है? व्हाट आर द रूल्स for the fragmentation of molecule and their application, that also will have to study in this unit. So ये सब इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन टेक्निक है जो हमको इस सिलेबस में स्टडी करने हैं. Here unit 5, elementary quantum mechanics. In this unit we will have to study some classical mechanics in which we will have to study Planck's quantum theory. क्वांटम थियरी हमें स्टडी करना है इस यूनिट में. उसमें फोटो इलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट है, कॉम्पटन इफेक्ट है, डी ब्रॉगली हाइपोथेसिस ऑफ मैटर वेव्स है, उसमें हेजनबर्ग अनसर्टेनिटी प्रिंसिपल हमको स्टडी करने हैं, कि जो अब तक आपने कहीं पढ़े होंगे जिसको हमको और अच्छे से पढ़ना है ये 5th यूनिट में. देन क्लासिकल वेव इक्वेशन, ये वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट topic as far as quantum mechanics is concerned. And then the Schrodinger wave equation to a particle in one-dimensional box and its extension to three-dimensional box, ये भी हमको देखना है. That means derivation क्या है ये Schrodinger wave equation, how it is applicable to the particle to a one-dimensional box and particle to a three-dimensional box, इसका हमको application भी देखना है. And then concept of atomic orbital हमको देखना है. and then उसके बाद में some numericals, isn't it? So quantum mechanics भी हमको study करना है as well as some classical mechanics भी study करना है. and then unit 6 again comprises with the two part A electrochemistry, part B nuclear chemistry. electrochemistry में हमको types of electrode सीखना है, जिसमें standard hydrogen electrode है, calomel electrode है, क्यून हाइड्रोन इलेक्ट्रोड है और ग्लास इलेक्ट्रोड है. and then some potentiometric titration will have to study how to determine the pH of the solution by using the hydrogen, queen hadron and glass electrode, advantage and disadvantage of this electrode. and then pH metric titration है, उसमें हमको determination of pK of weak acid by pH metric measurement, कैसे निकालेंगे हम weak acid का pH by using pH metric titration, वो भी हमको सीखना है. उसके बाद में we'll have to study some types of concentration cells हमको देखने हैं. उसके बाद में हमको types of concentration cell देखने हैं. and then some numerical on above portion, isn't it? part B nuclear chemistry, जिसमें हमको ये भी one of the very important branch of physical chemistry, जिसमें हमें थोड़ा सा बेसिक हमको न्यूक्लियर केमिस्ट्री पढ़ने के लिए है ये सेमेस्टर के लिए, जिसमें हमको शेल मॉडल ऑफ न्यूक्लियस पढ़ना है, देन लिक्विड ड्रॉप मॉडल ऑफ न्यूक्लियस पढ़ना है, उसके एजम्पशंस, उसके लिमिटेशंस, एडवांटेजेस ये भी हमको पढ़ने हैं. देन द न्यूक्लियर फोर्स एंड इट्स एक्सप्लेनेशन ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ मेसन थियरी हमको देखना है. दैट मीन्स मेसन थियरी हमको पढ़नी है. देन calculation of Q values of nuclear reactor, isn't it? Q values of nuclear reactor, that means quantum yield, isn't it? Quantum yield हमको निकालनी है. then we'll have to study nuclear fission, nuclear fusion, and then characteristic of the nuclear fusion reactions, and there uh, and then yes, the application of radioisotopes in industry, then agricultural application, then medicinal application, and biosciences with two example each. सो हमको रेडियो आइसोटोप के एप्लीकेशन देखना है एग्रीकल्चरल फील्ड में, इंडस्ट्री में, मेडिसिनल फील्ड में, बायोसाइंसेस में, एंड लास्ट में हमको देखने हैं न्यूमेरिकल्स ऑन द अबव पोर्शन. So this is all about the syllabus of chemistry for a semester 6. And I hope that no one will trouble here for getting. I would like to instruct you all of the students to attend all the theory class to go through all the theory class that we are conducted through online teaching mode through the Google class, so that you will be benefited and no one will trouble in covering and understanding all the syllabus of semester 6.